Good afternoon, Alabama!
Hi, Alabama.
It's Marie and Debbie, and we haven't been on for a long time because winter has been a long time. And now it's spring and it's kind of summer, but we got our garden going on and we want to show it to you. Of course, we have all our birds that we're excited about. We have our purple martins, and in the front we have
Barn swallows.
barn swallows that are laying their eggs. We have Carolina wrens with babies. We have nuthatches. We have bluebirds.
Black-capped chickadees.
Black-capped chickadees and cardinals and just goldfinches and all kinds of stuff going on. And we just put our feeders out and make their bird houses, and they're just having a wonderful time. So we've done also some expansion in our garden and our flowers and our lilies. We're going to show you that, and we're going to show you what happens. So here we go. I got to slow down talking. So we're doing something different this year. We decided to use cloth containers. They're very inexpensive and they seem to be doing an awesome job. We did plant our carrots and our onions back in March. They can do the cooler weather and they're doing great. The ground here is so hard that we're trying to put our underground root vegetables
in a softer medium.
So it's a softer area to grow in. Today we planted our potatoes. We planted blue potatoes, red potatoes, and russet potatoes. And they should be coming up soon. And we're excited about that. We also planted some zinnias in our little pouches, and we're excited about them coming up. This is our garden, our 40 by 40 garden. And on April 29th, we planted it. We sorted our tomato plants under fluorescent lights, and our peppers and our eggplants, right? And we decided to do the fluorescent lights this year because they just do awesome under that, rather than the grow lights. The grow lights, they just get too tall and thin. So we sorted them on the 15th, and they lived in the house until April 29th.
Yeah.
In and out, in and out, in and out, on our island, on our dining room table, on an extra table because it was so cold outside. We actually had other people plant their gardens and they froze, and they had to replant them and they froze again.
So 3 times.
Yeah, so we got ours in and they're doing great. We have beefsteaks and Romas and cherries, Independence Day tomatoes, we have peppers and eggplants. I know there's a couple other tomatoes in there. We planted, what kind of beans did we plant this year?
Kentucky pole beans.
Kentucky pole beans, and there they are, coming up just like that. And our okra also is coming up down here.
Right here, this whole row.
This is, yeah. Oh, no, there's okra coming up there too. Then what's this over here?
That's cowpeas.
Oh, our okra just started coming up. Woohoo! Our cowpeas are coming up, and our corn is coming up. We planted 4 different kinds of corn. They're little tiny things. Look at that! Look at them! Wow! So we got.
Look who stepped in the garden.
I know. I got stuck in the garden in the mud. It actually took my boot off. We got 4 different kinds of corn, and it's doing great. It's so exciting. It's so exciting when things start growing. Like that, our dark green zucchini came up there and there. There's one coming up there. Wow, how exciting over there. Oh, this is so exciting. So exciting. All our tomato plants. Wow. These are all 30-gallon containers that we filled with rich soil. And again, before we just dumped it on the ground, and we're trying something new this year. And we have our honeydew, which is already coming up. We have cantaloupe, which is coming up. Wow. We have spaghetti squash. We have mammoth queen acorn squash. We have pickled bush cucumbers. Look at all the cucumbers. Woo! The squash is coming up too. Wow. Oh, look at this. The butternut squash.
It's coming up.
Look at that. It rained yesterday.
Yeah.
It rained yesterday. Everything's coming up. Our crooked neck squash, our yellow crooked neck squash is coming up.
Awesome.
Wow, now these I just planted a couple days ago, so they're probably not coming up. These are my pumpkins. They might be a little early, but I'm experimenting. My pumpkins, my Congo watermelon, and my gourds, my bottle gourds. And this will take up all this land here. It'll just grow out here. So that's very cool. And of course our purple martins will keep our garden clean.
And
Working on building a greenhouse, and we've got it over here. We have the main frame done, and basically all we have to do is get the door. There's a door in the front and a door in the back, or a window in the back.
door in the front, window in the back.
There's a door in the front and a window in the back, and it gets covered with the
Shade cloth.
shade cloth, and we'll be all set. And I'm really excited about having the shade out. Look, it's sticking its little head out of there. Our two Fuji apple trees. This one down here is a little bit younger. This one is its first time it's blooming, and it is loaded with marvelous apples. And I'm learning that in the fall that I need to put, look at that. Actually, I'm going to start doing it now, is putting up the tin cans. There's the sun. So they don't, so the birds don't eat my apples. Every year the birds eat my apples. So this tree, we are so excited. This is our first time that this tree is having apples. Look at those gorgeous apples. Wow. Wow, look at that, all over. How exciting is that? Go on, grow little tree, grow. Green giants, we planted these about 2 years ago, and they were, oh my gosh, about 2 feet high. We bought them as babies, and now they're about 6 feet high. They're filling out. They got a big, thick trunk on them, and they're going to block the highway for us and put down some of the noise. And they're just growing in leaps and bounds. How exciting is that? There are blackberries along the highway. It's a very steep embankment, and if they do well this year, I'm going to make me a blackberry picker, and I'm going to scoop those little suckers up. Over a lot, and this is where we planted our azaleas. Most of them are doing very well, blooming out and very nice. Oh, we went right past our blueberries.
Oh, we did.
Oh, we got blueberries coming up. I got to weed eat this part. This part got missed.
Okay.
But this is a lush blueberry plant. We planted these about 2 years ago, and they survived our horrible winter, and they are doing awesome. And I think we're going to have blueberries next year. We have a smaller one here that's struggling along, but I think he's doing great. They're a very hardy plant. Now down here, we have our blackberry plant. We want to have blackberries up here. We bought this one blackberry plant. Marie bought it. Wow, look how much it's grown.
I know.
And she's babied it and taken care of it. And look at that. Look at that. Look at all them blackberry blooms. Look at this. That was half the size yesterday. Holy moly. How cool is that? We're going to have blackberries.
Yep.
So this is our corner. Okay, we're coming up on the front of the house now. We're climbing up the hill. And, oh, there goes a chickmunk. Up there he goes. Our front planter is doing awesome. We have all kinds of exciting things growing in here. Oh, it's just amazing. We've had things bloom that never bloomed before. We have our little daisies and our wild red clover, or whatever that stuff is. Beautiful. Beautiful. These are all coming out. Our little purple flowers. Our black-eyed Susans here will bloom, about July when it gets really, really hot. And this purple thing, which is, we've always just, these leaves are like velvet, and it's never bloomed before. And it just bloomed out of nowhere. And then we have these lilies that we planted. We planted these bulbs 2 years ago. We thought the chickmunks ate them. So we have all these lilies coming up now. I guess I just had to get situated. But we can't wait until they bloom. all different kinds. Our roses are doing well. We clipped them back. Everything is coming along. Now over here, we filled out this whole area so we could have a lily garden. Lilies and irises. And we planted, we probably planted 300 or 400 bulbs. Yeah. Easy. Those daylilies over there were there, and they're blooming and doing nice, and the daffodils. And we planted, these are all new, this whole section here. We haven't been able to get in and weed because we don't remember where we planted stuff. Look at the stuff coming up over there. But these are all our daylilies, our irises, or we're a little late. We had one bloom. We have candle lilies, we have cattle lilies, we have lilies of every color that you can imagine. We come out here every day. And then we got these other little things that look like hazelnuts. I don't remember, what were they called?
Crocus.
Crocus. And so it's going to be beautiful. If it's not beautiful this year, it's going to be beautiful next year, but I think it's going to be beautiful in the summertime.
Yeah.
So it's awesome that we did this. It was a lot of work planting all those bulbs, but it is far worth it when they start coming up. And they are coming up. So we need another rain.
Is that coming up?
Oh yeah, that's new. Look at that. That's new. That's new. All these little things are coming up. I gotta paint my bird. So, yep. This is our addition to our lilies on the side. Wraps up the yard. There's still a lot of other things. We planted, I don't know how many maple trees we planted, and oak trees and things, pine trees. I'm trying to get more trees on the property so it's easier to mow. We have quite the obstacle course. Oh, there's our puppies. What? Luke and Brooke and Sweet Pea. Hi. So it's doing good. It's all our apple tree in the backyard, our pear tree in the backyard. Our pear tree hasn't had pears yet, but it will. Oh, good girl. What was that? Oh, yeah. Oh, a bark. Our chickens are doing well. Everything is doing well. So that is our update on May 5th, Sunday, and we'll catch you later.
May 6th.
Oh, today's May 6th.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it wrong from the very beginning. Today is May 6th, Sunday. Hello, Alabama.
Hi, Alabama.
Anywho, we'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy and be safe.